Rice cookers aren't just for rice, as I'll teach you how to easily make braised pork belly based on the new Lazy Gourmet food manga, Set It and Forget It by Kakaru and Kiri Tono. Pork belly is thought of as a hard to cook recipe, but with the recipe found in the manga, it won't take much time at all to eat delicious, rich, and filling pork belly with the only cooking done is with your rice cooker. You'll first cut 14 ounces of pork belly in easy to eat pieces about 1 inch in width. The manga focuses on Fuko, who loves to eat but hasn't been able to cook at home due to her love for her pet hermit crab Hiki, which occupies her kitchen space. She won a rice cooker at the wedding she attended, which she calls RC-kun, and uses it to make various recipes, with RC-kun being her only cooking device. They got a real 5-star rice meister, Rie Shibuya, to help supervise the rice cooker recipes in this manga, which you'll see at the end of chapters. Lay out the pork belly at the bottom of your rice cooker. Smash 1 clove of garlic. Simply take a clove of garlic and smash it with the broad side of your knife, then remove the skin. Thinly slice 1 small piece of ginger, about 2 inches, with the skin still on. Add the smashed garlic and ginger pieces into the rice cooker. Next, you'll separate a leek from its green and white half. You could cut it, but I'll be like Fuko and simply rip it apart. It's more fun that way. Set the lower white half aside for later. Add the top green half into the rice cooker. Next, 1.7 fluid ounces of soy sauce, 1.7 fluid ounces of cooking wine, 2 tablespoons of sugar, which isn't mentioned in the English version of the manga's recipe, but it is in the Japanese version. Lastly, add enough water to cover the pork belly. Close the rice cooker lid, then turn it on and you're mostly done. You'll cook it until you feel the pork belly is tender enough, maybe around 30 minutes depending on your rice cooker. While you wait for the pork belly to cook, you'll be working on the garnish. Vertically cut the bottom white half of the leek. Remove a bit of the inner layer of the leek, then cut about an inch of the leek. Flatten the leek, then julienne it. Do this for both sides of the leek. To remove some of the harshness of the leek, you'll put the julienne leek into ice water for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, you'll remove the leek from the water, then dry it. I know I said all you'll need is a rice cooker, but that's only if you can buy soft boiled eggs to add to the recipe like Fuko did. If not, you'll boil a small pot of water, then take 2 eggs straight from the fridge, or a couple more if you'd like, then slowly lower it into the boiling water. Once you lower your first egg into the water, set a timer, 6 minutes for a runny egg yolk, 7 minutes for a slightly cooked, and around 8 minutes for custard-like. When the eggs are in the pot, you'll lower the heat to medium for a gentle boil. To keep the yolk centered, you'll rotate the eggs gently for the first 3 minutes. After you're done cooking the egg to your preference, remove the eggs from the pot, then drop it into ice water to make it easier to remove the shell. To remove the shell, I like to crack the egg all around it with a spoon. It's quite cathartic to crack the eggshell. After you crack the eggshell all around, you can put the egg back in the water to easily remove the shell with your fingers. When the pork belly is done cooking, leave the rice cooker on the warm setting, then add the boiled eggs into the rice pot to soak in the sauce for 10 minutes. After the 10 minutes, plate the pork belly and eggs. Garnish the top of the pork belly with the julienne leek. Cut the boiled egg in half. What you see is a 6-minute boil. You're now finished making braised pork belly in the rice cooker. Beautiful looking dish and easy to make. There's a nice braised coloring to the pork from the sauce, and its richness shines in the light. The fat is rendered so soft my chopstick easily cuts through it. Best to eat it hot, so itadakimasu. The pork is tender and each bite releases the flavor of the pork melded deliciously together with the seasoning. Let's try it with the leek next. The strong harshness of raw leek has been subdued and adds a nice sharp flavor to cut the richness of the pork belly fat. I like my eggs a little runny, so the gooey aspect of a 6-minute boil works for me, but I think many would like it a little more cooked, so a 7-minute boil would be better. The richness of the yolk tastes great with a bit of the seasoning soaked up on the outside egg white. You could eat this dish with rice for a break from the richness of the pork belly, like Fuko intended to do, but forgot she can't cook rice and the pork belly at the same time in one rice cooker. The manga is quite interesting as it's an easy approach to cooking, which some people might prefer, as it's not a hard hurdle to overcome by simply using a rice cooker to cook and some prep work to make tasty dishes. It's also a great way to get more use from your rice cooker than simply cooking rice, which also has the advantage of not taking up too much space, easy to use, doesn't take long to cook, and as the manga states, it's great for times when you want a lazy but gourmet meal. If you have any leftover pork belly, you can use it with other meals, like I later had it with instant ramen and the leftover green part of the leek chopped up. Like I said earlier, the recipe for the rice cooker dishes are found at the end of the chapter, though the translation for this is missing the 2 tablespoons of sugar. To make this recipe, you'll need 14 ounces of pork belly, 1.7 fluid ounces of soy sauce, 1.7 fluid ounces of cooking wine, 1 piece of ginger, 1 leek, 1 clove of garlic, 2 tablespoons of sugar, water, and eggs. To make this recipe yourself, I have links in the description for the ingredients you will need. The manga is currently available to read online, but when it does become available as a physical or digital purchase, please support the mangakas by buying it, which will be linked in the description. Thank you. Thank you for watching, and please read the entertaining and hunger-inducing food manga, Set It and Forget It, if you haven't already. Hope you enjoy making the braised pork belly and eating it too. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to enjoy even more rice cooker recipes from this manga from us and see more Fuko too. Until next time, see ya!